Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome to watching this back later. Thank you for clicking on and taking the time to watch. I would do more pre recording, but I just like going live. I like being able to chat with people, and it's just a couple of you. It's always nice. And I'm still trying to figure out how to not have this crazy, like, weird 80s vibe, glare, like special effects. Those my age know what I'm talking about. So let me just get started here. I'm gonna burn some Santo Paulo. Get a nice little vibe going in here, and should be joined any minute now by my kitty Mozzie because he loves the smell of this. And anytime he hears me, mommy using the clicker, here we go. Got some beautiful cards in yesterday. A couple of days ago, March 1st. Today's the 3rd already. So I don't know if any of you have pre ordered them, but if you haven't, I highly recommend. They are called the Rose Oracle. Rebecca Campbell is the author, and the artwork is done by Katie Louise. These cards are absolutely gorgeous. And the minute I picked them up, I could just feel the beautiful energy coming off of them. So, a little blurb about Rebecca Campbell, the writer. She's a writer, a poet, and a mystic, artist, ritualist, and mother. Her creations are dedicated to weaving the soul back into everyday life. She was born in Australia and currently lives in the UK, in one of my favorite places that I would love to visit someday, and that's Glastonbury, also known as the ancient site of Avalon. She is fascinated by great mysteries and started visiting sacred sites of her ancestry. Wow. And she has been consciously working with plants, particularly the rose, since 2010. So, and she's also an award winning creative director. So, very beautiful writing. I love how she writes the messages in here for her cards. Now, the artist, her name is Katie Louise. She's an intuitive spiritual artist, just like me. I like this girl already. Who creates visions of the cosmos, which celebrates all that pure. Which celebrate all that's pure and beautiful in our divine universe. Her visions come from the higher powers through her heart. Much of her inspiration focuses on the divine feminine and the magic that surrounds us daily, which we sometimes forget to see, especially in times like these. She transforms shadows through alchemy, bringing light, unconditional love, and radiant luminosity to the struggles we face in everyday life. So, very beautiful. Let me get some of this on because my lips get very dry. And this too. This wonderful lip balm is scented with rosehip, or is contains rosehip. So, the Rose Oracle and some rosehip lip balm. I sense a bear in here. So, itchy itch. So, hopefully, everybody who's joining me later has had a beautiful and blessed day. And I wanted to thank KD from KD Moonchild's channel for having me as a guest yesterday on her midweek minis. It was a lovely conversation that we had together, along with my significant other, Shan. And he's usually very shy, but it was nice. He kind of came out of that little hermit um, cave and participated, so that was wonderful. And I've been noticing a lot too lately that he gives me additional insight into my cards. So, see, the only way you guys don't have to see my glare is if I do this, but then you don't want to see up my nostrils. I mean, even I don't want to see up my nostrils. So, alrighty, so I'll just start doing some shuffling. Sometimes it takes a little while because I know there are some other readers on. Stone marble. Were your ears burning yesterday? Me and Katie were talking about subscribers. And I mentioned to everybody that you were my very first subscriber. So thank you for starting me off. I am up to 96 now. I'm almost up to 100. I'm doing good. We signed a lease on a new place. We'll probably move sometime next month. And should they should they happen. So it was all good. It was all good, sweetheart. So I don't see you popping on too much. So I'm glad everything's going okay, I hope. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, we were talking about subscriptions and how many people have how many subscribers, this and that, and I how some people have over 1,000 or so, or over 100, like 100 to 500, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm happy. When I started out back in the end of December, I had 24, and now two and a half months later or so, I'm up to almost 100. So, you know, I'm happy. I'm grateful. That's awesome. And you started me all off. So I was sharing in the beginning of video. I actually have been doing collabs, believe it or not. They're just not here on my channel. I had invited Denise from there's so many Love Light Tarots, people with those names, but she's the one that does the beautiful Sunday afternoon readings with Debbie and Lisa. I asked her if she would ever would consider being on my channel, and she actually invited me to read on on a Tuesday afternoon with her, um, Debbie, and I think it was Lisa. Yes, I think Lisa was on there too. So that was that collab. And next week I am going to be, let's see, I think it's the 8th, 7th or 8th. I'm going to be on Tarot Stash's channel on his I'll show you mine if you show me yours. So I'll be doing that. I'm in the works with Scott from Scott Allen Spiritual Essence. Let's see, Kathleen and I and Melinda from False Teeth Real Tarot were invited to Sophie's channel last week. So yeah, I'm enjoying it very much. So yes, I'm very happy. So how have you been? Hope all is well with you. And I know I've been telling people Stone Marble is she, but you know what? I don't know if you're, you know, if you're she, he, or, whatever. If there's a certain pronoun. I'm old school, so I'm still learning. So just let me know if you like how I can address you in the future. that would be awesome. And how I got these beautiful new cards. Um, the Rose Oracle. In the beginning, I read the description about the writer and the artist. Both extremely beautiful. Yes, she. Okay. You know, I'm old school, so it's weird because for me, high school was new school and the people before me was school. It's different. Yeah. Oh, do you have it? This is just, the artwork is stunning. And of course, with my connection to Mother Mary, she's included, not by name, a couple of images preclude to her. And I thought I would do, I just randomly opened them and these beautiful, beautiful images. So I thought I would, how old are you? um, I just turned 51 in December. And I cannot wait till we get to our new place so I can have better lighting so that I don't look like this lighting on me is just awful. But that's okay. I do with what I got when I have it. So okay. Okay. It's still, it's hard because the years went by so fast. And I just feel like I've lost about 10 years. And I feel like I have all this catching up to do and in a short period of time. So I'm trying to, whew, just breathe, let it go. And like Sonia said, and let it flow. Just let life go. So would you like maybe a couple cards from this beautiful deck? I've been so excited to share it with people. Great. Don't worry. Thank you. Hi, James C. Welcome back. How are you? I'm trying to still configure until I get a better spot. Okay, let's see. I just can't get rid of the glare. This is ridiculous. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, I like to do 3. It's either 2 or 3. It depends on what I'm seeing with the cards. Hi, James. I'm on celebrating my new deck that I absolutely fell in love with. It came out March 1st. It is called The Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, and the gorgeous artwork is done by Katie Louise. And so I thought I would share my new deck with everybody this evening on a little impromptu. I typically read along Black Cat Tarot Maya on Thursdays for true crime, but she's going to be on a little bit later, more like around 10 or 11 tonight. So I figured I'd just take the little extra energy I had saved from this afternoon and jump on and see if anybody was around. And also I will be done at about 8:15. Tangi is going to be on Cosmic Wiatch this evening doing readings, mini readings. So at 8 o'clock, y'all can over. I'm still not getting notified. Notified for when I go live because this was kind of like a last minute. Hi, Hilda. See, I told you were going to make another one. Not to worry. We're so happy you're here. But Stone Marble, is it me that you're not getting notified? Yes. Hmm. See, I didn't do this time before they send you a half hour. Me, I pretty much just hit right over. I just decided, like, I've got energy. I want to share these beautiful new cards, and I just went ahead and hit live. So, but if you're subscribed and you've hit that little bell um, notice icon, it should let you know when I go live. Oh my goodness. Oh, excuse me, people. See, this is what I'm saying. People don't want to see up my nose, but yet if I don't, hold on a second. But if I don't go like this, then you get this. And I don't think you want Mr. Roboto here. Um, oh, Sherry, hi. Hi, Debbie. Debbie Morgan. Hmm. Oh, there's so many Debbies. I'm trying to keep track of everybody. Well, thank you all for stopping by. This is so fun. So, Sherry, this is your first one? I didn't know that. Someone said this was their first one. Oh, wow, Sherry. I didn't know you never caught a live stream. That's wonderful. Well, it's awesome to have you here. Perfect. Okay, so while I have my phone, I made sure I brought my phone with me this time. Um, is there anybody here who would, oh my goodness, you can still, oh my goodness gracious. Is there anybody who, oh, hold on a second, folks. You don't deserve this. If anybody wants to be a moderator, let me know. I'm just going to duck down here. Damn. Oh boy. Better. Oh, okay. Phone right in front of me. Okay. So I hope everybody is doing well this evening. Let's see. So hold on, I have to pull my own self up. There I am. Okay, now I'm trying to remember how to do this. Go back. I tap on here. Okay. Oh, Sherry. You've been here, Sherry. You have a wrench. I'm pulling cards, doing reading, Sherry. I have a brand new deck. Hilda, you have a wrench. Still Marble, you don't. So add as moderator. Let's see. It's great in Tennessee. I actually have family in. Oh goodness. Oh, that's just yeah. I just can't avoid that light. Okay, Hilda. Da, 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 da. Anybody else? Let's see who we have here. Okay, so Stone, I think you should have your wrench, if I did it correctly. And if anybody else wants one, let me know. But yeah, Sherry, you are already a wrencher, so you must have made it before. All right, so just a quick recap. Sherry, Hilda, and Debbie, I got these in the mail. They were released March 1st, and absolutely beautiful. The Rose Oracle. It's by Rebecca Campbell. The artwork is by Katie Louise. Rebecca has written the Star Seed, and I believe it was something Noel who did the artwork for those decks, and also Working Your Light. She's the same author too, for this book. So absolutely beautiful, stunning, um, very, uh, for me, it's all I saw because I immediately felt Mother Mary energy too in the cards. So she's my mama goddess. So I just had to get them. Just had to, and they're so in depth, you know. Um, you can just spend, more than just a few minutes just staring at the images. So let's see. Okay, stone marble. You asked for a card first. So let's see what we're gonna get. Yeah, I'm all excited and all giddy, using my beautiful cards. I can't wait to share these with my other readers over at Rising Goddess tomorrow and on Saturday. Stone Marble, I have a lot of decks, but not as many as a lot of other readers. I have 9 of Colette Baron Reads alone. And I have like at least 3, maybe 4 with crystals. Um, I have 2 of Stacey DeMarco's decks. I have a Cheryl Marchetti. I have some Lenormand. So, okay. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm feeling 2 stone marble. And the first one you got was the Mother Rose. And it's returning to each other, compassion and humanity, which of course is what, this world needs right now. Um, Most definitely. And let me bring this card up. Let me stand back here so you can kind of see it as a whole. And then as you get closer, one of these is probably Artemis and Diana. Then I believe you have one of the Taras. There's Isis. I'm not sure who this is. This might be Inanna, Mother Mary. Venus of Willendorf is right there. And the goddess Danu from the Teo Danan, the Celtic. And let me just get this a little bit closer. Beautiful crystals and stones wrapping around there. Just absolutely gorgeous. I know it's kind of hard to see, but let me just bring more to the light. Just so many beautiful, it's like water and opalescent, and it's almost like you can smell the roses coming through the artwork. Um, these are the backs. The backs alone are gorgeous. I mean, you just. And so the Mother Rose is returning to each other, compassion and humanity. And right now, we need our mothers with everything that's going on in the world. And a lot of what happens out there affects us internally and within our own family and community. And so I think this card is reminding us that at this time, it's a return to humanity. We need to start putting aside our differences and learning how to not just have compassion for people that we don't like, but also having compassion for ourselves, returning to ourselves. And stone, um, I'm feeling this is more of a compassion for yourself, returning to yourself, um, just allowing yourself that sensation of self love, self nurturance, self empowerment. And the second card I got is this one here, the crowning. And what we need here, let me back up a little bit more. And the crowning has to do with birth, rebirth, a seat at the table, initiation, thresholds. So at this time between both these cards, the cards, not just with what's going on in the world and humanity, but It's time that you put that crown on your head, you know. Um, sorry, I hate this camera and trying to put all the pictures together. So it's basically remind yourself that you are a rose, you are a mother, you are goddess within, you are divine, and you deserve to wear that crown on your head, not as ego, not as narcissistic, not better than thou, but to place that crown on your head and give yourself that compassion and allow this time that you're going through to be a rebirth for you. Um, that we all deserve it. Like this says here, a seat at the table. We are all divine. We are all welcome at the divine table, no matter, how we feel, about each other, or maybe some of the mistakes that we've done. Um, Initiations, we're always going through birth and rebirth. And no matter, like we were discussing earlier, ages, we're um, never too old to to go through new initiations for rebirthing, or else we wouldn't be here. So give yourself that compassion. Give yourself that compassionate humanity you would give to your family and to others. And you would hold a crown and tell somebody that you love, here, wear this crown. You've earned it. You're worthy. And then the same is for you. Okay? So I hope you like that reading. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome. Ooh, that's the, what can I say? That's just the glare. Um, what did Sherry say? Absolutely. I say good morning to her every day. Oh, what did I miss? I gotta look back up. I love roses. That's my birth flower, is it? I love roses. I love lots of different flowers, but roses are always the one that just brings me a lot of peace. Hyacinth, lilacs, and Easter lilies are my other favorites. And then we have like a cherry blossom or an apple blossom trees in and around the area that when they bloom and you can smell them, oh, they're so sweet. Yes, we need to learn to love without judgment. It's hard. It is, especially when people are out there to intentionally hurt you or other people. Hi, Kala Lily. Welcome. Ugh, allergies. Okay, so let's see. I know Sherry wanted a card. Did I miss anybody first, though? Because when I start reading, I kind of go off and, oh, you're welcome for the wrench. Okay, Hilda, did you want a card? Let me know and I'll go ahead and Sherry, did you have any anything specific, or did you just want like two or three cards? Okay. Okay, so I have Sherry, Debbie, and Hilda. Okay, where did our gentleman? Oh, James. Okay, James, let me know if you would like a card or a couple. Just whatever spirit is throwing your way. Okay, what message does Spirit have for Sherry? Interesting. This seems to be a pattern tonight with this card. You got one of the same ones as. Oh, two of the same. There is a message going around tonight. So, Sherry, you also got the Mother Rose card, returning to each other, compassion, humanity. I think this might be like the card of the collective for all of us tonight because of everything that's going on in the world. I don't watch the news. I only um, know pretty much what's going on if it's like really something that Shan has to tell me, or if I hear stalker. Ooh, who's a stalker? Kala Lily? Be careful. Unless it's just a joke. But yeah, so Mother Rose, Mothers Uniting. Even if you didn't have um children, we're all aunts. We're we're aunts, we're cousins, we're godmothers. You know, allow that sensation for babies. We have our fur babies, fur mothers. So that love and that nurturing and that compassion is a part of all of us. Um, Even for the men are also can see this cards like this as a return to the divine feminine, the acknowledgement that we came from our mothers, and that um, we all deserve to be treated with love, kindness, compassion, respect. And Sherry, you got the card called In Second Bloom, and it says it's a second chance. It's never too late. New possibilities. And what just popped into my head is that, Sherry, I think you said you're starting your channel. And I love that you are taking this card is reflecting that those new possibilities. You're um, taking that chance. Um, it's never too late. So this to me is all speaking of a lot of what you are blossoming into. Um, Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. I mean, look at the beautiful face. And what I love too about these cards is they're diverse. So we have a lot of representation of different ethnicities in here and cultures. And that second blooming, I don't know if you can see the hands too opening up. And so you're welcoming, new possibilities. And you're here at the center where your heart is, and you are surrounded that beautiful halo of the rose. And your third card is the same one also that Stone Marble um, received, the crowning. It's You're going through a birth and a rebirth. You're doing something new. I've known you now for a while through the other channels, and I've even read with you one night in a group on somebody's channel. And I don't think it's no coincidence at all that at this time so many of us are coming together, and we are inspiring one another to open up to our gifts, and those who aren't um, able to, or maybe afraid of developing their own gifts, they like to sit and chat and talk to us so that we can give them comfort. For me, I love giving comfort because when people ask me questions, or I see in chat how or on YouTube other readers give readings, it brings me comfort. So it's a give and take. It's a beautiful family. Someone mentioned tribe, so yes, we do have a beautiful um, tribe here on um, on YouTube with quite a few readers. I just wish y'all can just feel the energy coming off of these cards. They're just so beautiful. Yep, I have a short vid to edit that I'm going to drop it hopefully tonight. Ooh, waiting on the hardware to put my curtain walls. It'll be good to go. Awesome. It is sad to see young men more like kids fighting in Ukraine. Yeah, kids shouldn't. Children shouldn't have not to be going through this. You know, children are how do I say it? I don't mean to say like an endangered species, but their lives are so easily taken and forfeited, and I'm not making judgments when I say forfeit as within people having to give up for adoption or women who have had to have abortions, but I'm just saying the way the world looks and treats children, it's appalling, and so many children never have the chance to experience a childhood, what it's like to feel safe, to feel free, to run outside and play. And that's very heartbreaking. It definitely is. Sherry, do those cards, were those cards okay? We good to go? I didn't know if you might want an extra pull for another clarifier, but um, I just love the second card. You are putting on your crown. You know, all women we're all queens, and this is your second bloom. You're not afraid. You're taking that leap. Well, I'm not saying you're not afraid, but you're taking that leap. Some people are too afraid to take that leap to do something that might make them happy. So I'm so very happy for you. I can't wait. And is your so your channel is up. So then I need to go and subscribe. So everybody, Sherry, Voices from the Swamp, definitely go keep an eye out for her when her channel and her video drops, and go like and subscribe. See if you can help support her. That would be awesome. Okay, so let's see. I think it was. Let me back up here. Um, oh, stalker cards. Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering. Because I didn't know if I had a troll in here. So, okay, James wants some cards, but there was somebody. Debbie. Okay. So, cards for Debbie. There you go. Sherry, go ahead and put your link in my in the chat. Please do. I can't watch every video of every person that I subscribe to, but I try to even just jump in and just hit the like button, so that I make sure that those shows um, get her the algorithms and help her out. Okay, so Debbie. So Debbie, would you like one card or more? I'm feeling that what you need is going to be answered in one card. Thank you, James. Well, there you go, Sherry. Woohoo! We just got you 2 new subscribers. Alrighty. Okay. Okay, Debbie, this card is protection, boundaries, and clear communication. Yes, go ahead and put everybody's links in here. If you have a wrench, you can go ahead and do that. That's how people helped me, and I'm just going to go ahead and just let's just keep it going. So, whew, Debbie, protection, boundaries, clear communication. So I think this card speaks volumes, and that's why they just wanted me to pull one. Um, the card, of course, is telling me that you need to set some boundaries for yourself when it comes to people in your life and loved ones, co workers, whoever that may be. Um, things are must be going on where you're feeling the need that you have to kind of pull back and feel like you need to protect yourself, your energy. Um, you could possibly maybe be going or be around people, and then when you're done, it's like, oh my God, I am so drained. Um, and you're not sure why. Well, it's all this could be the whole boundary, energy boundaries, personal boundaries, um, and learning how to have clear communication. This is something that I've had to work on for the past couple years. And I had to do that when my sister reached back out after 8 years to reconcile. And I told her from now on, we communicate. You hear anything about me, I hear anything about you. We don't. We just get on the phone and say, hey, sis, got to have a talk. So just make sure that you protect your personal space, your energetic space. You set those boundaries. Do not let anyone abuse or take advantage of you. And make sure that when you set these boundaries and this protection, you so do it through clear communication. Boundaries are so important. And nowadays, people are like, well, boundaries, well, we should all be coming together. Not those kind of boundaries. These are boundaries that we have to set up for people who don't know what boundaries are. And some of us have such a good heart. We want to be able to help everybody. And can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Well, you know what? Sometimes we have to just say enough is enough. Too much is being taken, too much is being expected of us. And we need to set up that boundary and say, okay, enough is enough. We need to talk. I'm doing more duties at work now without extra compensation. Exactly. So you feel that your time um, is being taken advantage of, is being attacked. Your, um, of course, monetary, you know, this needs to be addressed in a clear and calm fashion. Sometimes, I mean, I've worked jobs where, I've gone in to talk calmly, but, it goes in one ear and out the other. But at some point, this is going to drain you so much, it's going to cause you, if it hasn't already, any physical illness, mental duress. You have to set those boundaries and you need to protect yourself. If you heard that, that was my kitty. Um, and just state clearly saying that I need to um, be compensated for what the work I am that I'm doing. Um, now, have you been looking for another job? Here, let me because it just feels like you have to put this protection up, and sometimes people don't care. And there are times, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Kitty cats. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Kala. Hi, Rachel. I saw you on Katie Chow's the other day. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. I couldn't see really too much who was in the chat. So, thank you for stopping by, joining us, and thank you for the subscribe. Okay, I'm looking to see if it's that inability to say no. And there are times when we have to just, I mean, I've been there, feast or famine. Do I want to eat, pay my rent, or do I want to? But I would try starting communicating your concerns, um, your expectations, how things are going, how things, you would like how things to go. And if they cannot respect that, I would recommend, well, I would not recommend, but excuse me, I would be open to looking for another job if possible. And in these days and times, I hear how hard that is. I'm glad because I can't deal with that kind of stuff. I had to stop working because of a lot of it. No, I'm almost 66 and waited a few more years for retirement. I have been, 20 years and love my job. Okay, so then I would just see if they are amiable, that you can go to HR and say, listen, guys, you know, I love this job, um, but I'm being overworked, and underpaid, and feel I'm underpaid. Is there something we can to work out? I'm just pulling one more for Debbie. She's popular too tonight. The second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late. New possibilities. So perhaps take this opportunity, that the information from that card, and go in and speak with your boss or HR and see if you can work something out where it'll give your job, you know, a new boost, a new positive turn for the better. Um, it'll make it maybe a little bit easier, and perhaps that will improve relations with you and HR. And I'm sorry, I got kitty hair, but this came up, new possibilities. So perhaps there's something that you can work out with your company. 20 years is a long time. Um, my fellow was with Walmart for over like 27 years, and I won't go on how that ended. But just be sure that you create that boundary, because it's your health and your well-being that is also at stake. So I say a lot of I've been told, but that's just me processing, what it is that I want to say. But it's the time to make sure that you nurture yourself. Make sure that you stand in your power and say, this is what I'm capable of doing. This is not what I'm capable of doing. This is my job description. How can we work something out where, you know, I can continuing doing the job at the very best that I can, and still being supported properly and respected. Kate D. Hey, lady. Welcome. One of your friends just dropped by from the other day and subscribed. So thank you for having me on. Yes, Rachel, this is the Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, and the artwork is by Katie Louise. Absolutely gorgeous deck. It's breathtaking. Breathtaking. Okay, so I hope that helped, Debbie. Let me look back here, and I know you said that You love the job. So I hope that helped, Debbie. Just remember, boundaries are so important. They keep us safe, healthy, and in a mentally good place. Uh-oh, loving your plant picture updates on Instagram. Okay, you're welcome. So let me see. I see my pain management doctor next week. Oh, Sherry. That's my Shan. He refuses to have a hip replacement. And so he's just walking on a cane. He does lose his balance easily. Um, but sending, you know, all that love, light, and healing energy your way for a positive outcome. We can all share our prayers. Oops. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's how you do that. Oh, okay. So yes. So if everybody can send Sherry some healing vibrations and love and light to her to help her feel better. Um, please do so. She's a wonderful lady. Wonderful, wonderful lady. Let's see, going back. And now Hilda. I believe I really need to learn how to do the stars. And I believe, oh, it's not going to let me go up that far now. Okay, I know Hilda. Hilda, and then James. Oh, everybody, Katie has this beautiful kitty that's living outside her house. Somebody obviously used to own her and they just dropped her off. She is so sweet. I can't remember. You called her, I think you called her Misty, didn't you, Katie? She is so sweet. Oh my God, she is so sweet. Okay, Misty. Yep, yep. That's what Katie thinks because she's friendly, super sweet. Just showed up one day, and there's been nobody around. So I know you are, Katie. I would be too. Okay, okay for Hilda. Mm. Okay, Hilda, the bloom. Creations realized. This is the right time for harvesting and for celebrating. So, whatever you're feeling inspired to do or you have been working on, any seeds that you have planted, and this is the card for the perfect time of year because we're moving into spring, um, harvesting time, time to blossom, time to celebrate all and any efforts that you've been putting into a new project. Um, Let me get a little bit closer here so you can kind of see more of some of the details. So we have all these like different, whoops. For me, these feel kind of like spirit guides kind of guiding, coming in and guiding you. And you're just in this beautiful state of being, and everything's just blossoming up here above your crown chakra. Your heart is blossoming. Just a very beautiful, they're all beautiful, but all these beautiful cards. So, whatever you've been working on, everything's starting to blossom now, especially if you started any, because we just had the new moon. So if you had started putting any meditation or seeds that you want to grow and nourish and blossom and bring into fruition, if that's been especially started at this time, they're just going to start blossoming. They're saying to expect it, start celebrating it now. Anything that you've been working towards, just explore it now. Ooh, I'm getting low on my shoot on my iPad. I don't have my charger here. And then the second one that went with it is called the Anointed. So whatever it is that you are working on, you're answering the call. You're you have a type of leadership where you love to empower people. You love to give gifts from your soul. So everything that you are working on and creating is now that's now blossoming has all coming from a place of helping empower people, answering that call that you may be receiving from your higher self, your higher power, your guides, um, leadership. Yes, please, Katie, everybody put her links in there too. Let's get this family building and supported and soul gifts. So what you are creating and working on and blossoming into is all coming deep from within your soul. It's a soul gift that you have that you were born with. And what you are going to be harvesting and celebrating is a part of you hearing that call and feeling the empowerment and the encouragement. And in turn, you can give that back to others. So, you want to grow new plants, leadership, soul gift. So that would be your gift, your soul gift. You're giving your soul, you're nourishing these plants with your very being, your very essence. So that's really beautiful. Very nice. Well, I am down to 15%, so I can do a couple of single cards. Let's see. James, you wanted a card, so let me at least get you one on before my iPad crashes. Ah, I should have known better. Okay. James, the reunion. Oh, how beautiful. Okay. So this card um, can reflect a personal friendship, an intimate relationship, possibly just a partnership with another individual. But right now, you're working on some sort of collaboration and you are recognizing another soul, probably previously from a past life. We have the ability to do that where we meet somebody and you feel like you've known them before. Like, you know, wow, we're kindred spirits. And that's what this card is: reunion, soul recognition. Um, so, whatever that you might be going on right now in your life, there's some sort of reunion, and I think that is absolutely beautiful. Um, I say beautiful because these cards are beautiful, but I love the beautiful positive messages that come with it. Possibly, like I said, collaboration. Someone that you see that you're like, I know I have to work with you. There's just something about you. We connect. There's an energy. There's a synergy. There's a kindred spirit. Um, like I met a young woman, well, a young woman my age. Well, she's younger than me, but when I met her last summer and I started talking to her, it was boom. It was like almost like I knew her, but I didn't know her, but I knew that she was supposed to be the mentor that I was supposed to have. So it's just, it's that instant soul recognition. So whatever you are working on with a collaboration or a partnership with another person, um, it's a good one. It's a very positive one. Okay, I am down to 13%. Um, shoot. Everybody, hold on. Let me go get my charger and I'll be right back. If I can figure out how to do the stop cam. There we go. Oh, goodness. My laptop is, my iPad is dying. I'm getting more people in at the last minute. Coming. Oh, okay. Let's hope I caught this soon enough. Alrighty. There we go. Whew, I caught it at 13%. So hopefully this baby has enough juice. Okay, and a cherry blossom. Ooh. So I'm just going to jump up really quick, see what's going on in the chat. Hi, Nancy. I didn't see you come in. Hello. Thank you for, oh, goodness gracious. I wish I didn't have to keep showing you people my nose. Let's see. I saw Tarot Stash and I thought, oh, Gerald's here. So, okay. Okay, we're putting up channels. Rachel. I know Rachel. Oh, later, Rachel. Oh, sorry, Rachel. I didn't get a card for you. Oh, no, Rachel came back. Okay. Yep. Most definitely. Mm. Oh, I love EQ's bottle. Oh, Sherry, are we planting those kind of flowers? KD would be the one to talk to about that. Most definitely. Oh, I was going to say the wine bottles. Oh, so Western New York, Rachel? Because I think Aldi's is only Western New York. Unless it goes out further. I wasn't sure that it did. Yeah, I'm in my studio. It's a mess because I'm trying to pack. We found a place and it's still going to take another month. However, everything's kind of like shifting around. Okay, which else we're waiting for? Just seeds and dirt. Wisconsin. Also, they're in Wisconsin. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see. I'm looking to see if I heard from James. Okay, so okay, James, I hope that helped. Okay, Nancy. Okay, so Nancy, KD, anybody else would like a, or I could just shuffle cards too. Just let me know. Okay. That did help, Heather. Okay, thank you, James. I just want to make sure that the message was clear. If I needed to pull an extra card. Yeah, sometimes those relationships can be partnership, friendship, and intimate relationships. So, and collaboration. So sometimes it's the trifecta. Okay. Rachel, would you like a card? I hope you guys hear that. That's our heater. It's screwing around. Ooh, freelance work. What I'm assuming artistic like writing, photography, um painting. Would love to hear more. Okay, so hey, Rachel has some freelance opportunities coming her way. Okay. Wow, popular card tonight again, people. Try to figure out how this would go with Rachel's question about the. Now, Rachel, was your question specifically on the freelance work, or were you open to any card that popped up? Because there are no negative. I love about this deck is that there's no dark or negative messages or images. They're all very positive. Because I got the crowning again. You're the third one tonight. So a lot of us seem to be birthing new opportunities, new thresholds. Um, that seat at the table, the crown. It's like we're all receiving our our crowns, being queens. We are, divine right for whatever it is that we want to do, whatever we want to accomplish. And for some of us, this is a major time of birth and rebirth, even initiation into something brand new. And what I like about a seat at the table, Rachel, is that there's a seat for you at. You are professional enough. You have enough experience. You are good at your craft. You understand it. You know the ins and outs of it, and you have a mastery over it. And that you deserve to have that seat at the table to be able to go out and do that freelance work. You've built your portfolio. You've put together everything that you've learned so far in your life's work, and that has brought you to. Because I know for me, love, it's like, well, I'm not the same or as good as another artist who's been doing this or whatever. And sometimes I don't feel like I can put myself. I can sit down at a table with them, and this is what I'm feeling too. Is that you deserve to be at that table. You've worked. You've got your talent. You've got your ability. You have the hard work. You have the portfolio to show it, and this is a time now for you to birth that project, to birth that new step into your life, that new, like it says, the new initiation, the new threshold. You are pushing through that. I know there's got to be, butterflies. There's going to be maybe some self doubt, fear, but you're not letting that stop you, and that's important, and that's amazing. So, I just saw it. That is exactly the perfect card. Thank you. You're welcome. So, you sit in that place of power. You birth that baby. That project. That's yours, and be proud of it. And I'll just show the card again because it's so beautiful. All these cards are beautiful, but I just love. how that's all coming together. There's your crown. You've earned it. You wear it and you step through. Alrighty, so we're having a discussion about planting seeds. Wonderful. It's the perfect time of year, and still new moon energy. Ah, Kevin just popped on. So let's see. Who else may want a card? I am excited. That is what I was hoping to see. Thank you. That was some confirmation for me. Oh, good. I'm glad. Let's see. Katie, would you like a card? Or two? Or three? If I haven't missed anybody else, I don't think so. And then there's Nancy. Nancy, let me know. Kala Lily, let me know. I know some of you might have to pop out. Kevin just came on, and I'm totally cool with that. It's kind of hard to do shows and have, overlapping. I know, Rachel, right? I kill mint. I can't grow anything. I kill it. But crystals, I connect with them. So I'll just go ahead and start randomly pulling cards. And if that connects, so I'll keep pulling some cards and let them be for messages for people that need to hear them. Sure, pull away. Okay, here we go. I love these cards. Okay. Oh, Katie. I have to show you okay, let me start with the first one. It's called Temple of the Rose. It's ancient power, expression, activation, and scarlet codes. So this is very Mary Magdalene energy in what she's presenting here without, naming specific names. But it does to do with feminine, of course, feminine ancient power, the scarlet, because how she was to wear the red, um, the expression of the feminine. Um, so check this one out. This is beautiful. It's called Temple of the Rose. Bye, Hilda. Thank you for coming. So isn't that beautiful? So this is very Mary Magdalene. The expression of ancient power, women's power. Back when to at a time when, women's cycles were honored, respected, treated, and worshipped. And as you get kind of closer in, you also get the feeling of the feminine vagina. Absolutely beautiful too, with the rose, the clitoral area. Just very sensual, very beautiful. Oh, that's okay, Sherry. I can't stay on too much longer. I just wanted to make sure I gave everybody a card. I love being able to share these cards. That's what I wanted to do. So there's that one. because we were talking about how you want to start exploring the forbidden scriptures. So that's very interesting. And of course, then we get the bud. Let me get that in a little bit closer so you can see. Sometimes it's hard to see on this because there's so much intricate details. So it's kind of hard to see the buds, but there they are right there, the rose buds. And the card is, whoops, let me move over this way. Potential, promise, it's about to happen. Keep going. So I know also with working with your cards. So for me, this is a confirmation of the videos where we get together and discuss like flow concepts. You wanted to start your Nag discussion um, with the forbidden or hidden scriptures, and then you'll know what I'm talking about when you see the what on this card right here. Look at that. Your inner call. This is the rose thread. You're soul led. You're the mystic, and you do live courageously. You have lived courageously. You still do. And I love this because it's like Kuan Yin. They represent Kuan Yin in this card. And then there she is there too, another in the middle. So you are continuing the thread, my dear, sharing your wisdom, your love of the divine. You're listening to what your soul is meant to do here, what makes it happy. And yep, the mystic. You are a mystic. Yes, she is. Because we were just discussing that yesterday. I don't want to be a medium, I want to be a mystic. So there you go, KD. There you go. Oh, okay, let's see. I have to go in a little bit. Kala Lily, did I pull for you? My sensei. Oh, Rachel, that is so sweet. Yes, she is an amazing woman. I have learned a lot from her. Wish I lived closer. Yes. That's how I felt when I touched these cards. And right now, I kid you not, my right ear is boom, 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 boom. It's throbbing. Not painfully, but like pressure. So I was really. Oh no, Kala Lily. I can give you a card if you want. After your card, then I'll have to take a break because there is another show I want to catch at some point. Tangi is going to be live on Cosmic Wiatch doing readings tonight. Well, she has started already. She started at 8. And thank you, Rachel, for coming by. It was wonderful to meet you. Thank you for subscribing. Everybody, please too. I hate that, Katie and I are talking about hit like, subscribe, but even if you just hit like, that's awesome. I couldn't think of his name. Thank you, Katie, because I don't do Bible anymore. So thank you for putting his name in there. Okay. Let's see what we get for Kala Lily. I love drawing Kala lilies. Georgia O'Keeffe painted some beautiful Kala lilies. If you haven't ever seen them, I would look them up. They're beautiful. Love Georgia O'Keeffe. This is interesting. Brothers of the Rose. So what's beautiful about this deck is that the sacred masculine was incorporated in several cards. So it's interesting how I bring this up too while KD is still here. It's coming together and sending that love out to bring more men into alignment with their divine feminine and to teach them to honor, respect, and protect the women. I mean, the women can protect, a lot of women can protect themselves, yes, but to protect them, um, not just physically, but in moments where the women might feel less or hurt or unsafe in certain situations. So, this is just reminding us that the sacred masculine is important and that we need to come together to raise our boys to learn how to honor and respect and protect the women, their mothers, their sisters, their girlfriends, their wives, their cousins, everybody. Let it be so. Exactly. Now, Kala Lily, does this card resonate at all with you? Yes, it is, James. The whole deck is beautiful, but I love how the the image just shows divine reverence for um, the mother, including Mother Earth. You know, we treat, our planet and our women like trash. A lot of men do, not all. And we need to start raising a generation of young men that know how to respect that. You would frame that card, yeah. It's beautiful. And what's interesting is this young man right here almost looks like my nephew David. He's turning 40 this year, or 41. 41. And I wish he would. I mean, he's good, but um, but yeah. And for like what's going on right now, the men in the world that are hurting women, to kind of just put that love out there. Um, I was just watching a video with briefly with Sun Psychic Jean, and she had Melissa on, and I think she was bringing up how she had heard that to Cash Peters did, to be able to help heal his cat. He went inside himself and found his divine source, his inner divinity, that beautiful, loving, healing energy. And when he found that, allow that to come out and then direct it to, his cat, Olive, to help her heal. And I think if we start doing more of that, sending that out into the world, and a lot of it just starting within our own families, because we have to start somewhere, and it needs to really start at home within us, and then to another, and to another, and to hope that that energy, that divine love that we send out there will help alter maybe some of the evil that is in people's hearts, um, and to maybe dissuade them from doing more harm, but just sending out that loving, healing vibration to everybody that we meet and have in our family. Not for you specifically. Well, this was the next card. This is my favorite out of the whole deck, Lily, Kala Lily. It's called Whispers of Mother Earth. Creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. Um, a lot of this is pretty much all me. Channel, I'm not quite sure of yet. I'm still working on possibly that. But yes, this is beautiful. So perhaps this would have been the next card. So if you've been working on any creative ideas, um, this is, inspiration coming your way, the card of the artist, the writer. Um, yeah, this card just says it right all. And what I love too about this is it looks like there's water and then the roses under the water and with rocks. I just absolutely love this card. Some of that applies. Okay. I mean, we all have the ability to create, to take our ideas um, and inspiration that we get from others and create them into something beautiful, whether it's through um, baking, artistry, writing, channeling, um, crocheting, anything that we do in life takes creativity and a passion for it and inspiration. So um, perhaps start channeling some of that. If there's something that you've been wanting to do or work on, or you feel you need inspiration to kind of get you kickstarting, just to kind of sit there in meditation and allow that energy, just channel that in and say, I need, divine guidance and inspiration from my muses. How bring some inspiration, kind of give me an idea of what it is that um, I might be interested in doing next. And it'll happen. One time it took me 3 months. I wasn't painting until I happened to come across a young woman from Bulgaria. Not Bulgaria, is it Bulgaria? Yeah, from Bulgaria. And her work just inspired me to the point where I couldn't. I picked up a paint and I couldn't stop painting for like a week straight. So you just never know where that inspiration is going to come from. So just sit, channel that, ask for the inspiration to come to you, and then to let it go and see what comes back to you. So I hope that helps a little bit more. So, okay, everybody, again, thank you. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for allowing me to share my brand new cards. It was such a pleasure. Um, the masculine applied to, I just couldn't figure out how directly, but this one. Okay, there you go. That was the spark of inspiration that you needed right there. So wonderful. Well, everybody, have a good evening, and I will see you all on the next live. Mwah. Bye. You're welcome.